Hey guys, it's Sage here and welcome to a new series of mine. This series is called Journey to Division 1, and as you can probably tell by now, this is obviously going to be a FIFA series. I got FIFA 13 on Wednesday and I started my ultimate team. I think it was that on Wednesday or something. I started the day I got it, but I didn't play it until today, which is on the Saturday. So when I started playing it first, I got all the team. I got all my I played the stuff with Messi and the best players and stuff like that, and then they gave me my team. All of them are bronze players, apart from one of them, which is a left midfielder. I think his name is Foreman or something like that. He's the best player I've got so far, apart from my next to him is a 64 striker, Sozola or whatever his name is, Solaza or whatever his name is. He's pretty beast. So let's just get on. The gameplay is gonna be like, this ain't live commentary, this is post commentary, so in the background you're just gonna be seeing highlights of all the games I played, like the first game I played and then the second one. And the first I bought, after he gave me my team, I decided to buy another pack, and I got some other players, but they're not that great because, you know, they're bronze pack. So let's get on. The first game that I played was with Matchmaking. Is a lot of shit, and it was a guy. I think his top 3 strikers they were all not Eagles, gold players, and mine of them, all of my defense are pretty shit. So it wasn't really that fair, but I held on against him for the first half. I did dominate him now and then in the first half, and like it was by the second half it was 0-0. It was a fair game. It was like, it wasn't him absolutely destroying me. I had my chances as well, but I didn't take them. So I'm just gonna say, I got absolutely thrashed by this guy. I'm not the type of guy who goes online and plays against people and gets absolutely thrashed, except for my ultimate team. And it was a bad game for me. Like, what's it called? And he scored the first one, which was a decent goal, but he was defending. Like, it was all from me getting a chance to score first, but I never scored. So he gets to counter attack and then he scores. And the second goal was just the keeper absolutely flopped it. I passed it back to him, and then I press the button to shoot so that he clears it away from him, from the goal, and he cleared it to the guy who actually was in the box. It was just him. He just literally, it was the perfect ball for him to chest it down and then him for him to score, which happened. So it was 2-0, and then after, the keeper did the same thing. I played the ball short to a defender, but the first touch always fucks me over, and that's what happened. First touched it, turned. I went to turn, and his striker was too good for me. I think it was like Kona, I don't know, another striker, and I think it was Shay, some German player or something like that. And then he literally just got the ball and then just curled into top corner. So I lost the game 3-0, which was bad for me because I'm trying to get into Division 1, of course, because right now I'm in Division 5. So my first game went as a loss. I think I got like 500 points or something like that, 400. And then after that, some of my players weren't fit for their fitness went down, so I just gave them a fitness card. You don't see it in the gameplay. Well, I played against. I went into my second game for the Division 5, and this guy's team was even. His whole team was full of gold. Every player was gold, but the fact that his chemistry was low was an advantage to me, and the fact that some players, they didn't like the formation to play, so that's why the formation wasn't so high. So I went into the game thinking, man, he's probably gonna beat me quite easily and stuff like that. He did get the first goal in the, I think it was 15th minute or 16th minute. Yeah, he got the first goal, and then he scored it obviously with Nene. That was his best strike. That was his best play in the game, I think. Nene got the goal. I think it was outside the box or something like that, or he ran in and just smashed it in. But literally 3 minutes after, Furham or something like Furham or whatever his name, Furman. Yeah, him. My best player, which is the silver guy, he scored within 3 minutes after him scoring, which was good for me. And then within the first half, I literally was dominating this guy. I literally, when I was playing it, he could not get out of his box for like good 5 or more minutes when I was playing. literally my player, I keep the ball with me, but you know they have like really bad ball control and stuff like that. But so I took advantage of me being in the box all the time, and like his goalkeeper was gold, so his goalkeeper was better than mine. Yeah, and then I was literally dominating him for the first half and stuff like that, and he could not do anything about it. Like he throw the ball out with his goalkeeper, come back to my player, I'll just throw counter attack against him, but his goalkeeper and his defense would just get back. Literally for like the last from 35th minute to 45 minutes of the first half, he could not get out of his own half. And then half time came, which means he got an advantage because like I was on point then to like getting close to scoring, but then the advantage went away because it was half time. So then he came back pretty much the same, so he didn't really use that advantage to the fact that it was half time and then he went in. So he didn't take it, so I just went back on what I was doing for the last 10 minutes of the first half. Just went straight back on the front foot, dominated him, but eventually got a goal. It was a rather lucky goal as well. The player shot here, came back to him, the keeper made everyone flip over, came back to the guy who shot it initially, and then he went in. So it was 2-1. I was proper happy. I think it was 60th minute, something like that. Oh, good. And then I was still dominating him, and then he got lucky because my player, he passed the ball out to another player of mine, and then the ball went out. So then he had a throw in. He had Emenike is on that ball. Yeah, I literally done everything that whole game. I had set it out because everyone knows Emenike is a beast. So I had my whole plan to stop Emenike from getting any shots. He didn't get any shots on goal. He couldn't use his pace to get away from me. So that's why I said Nene was his best player. But eventually Emenike did make an impact on the game. The ball was thrown out to him, and then he just played it to Nene, and that's when Nene smashed it from outside the box and brought it back to 2-2. So he was 2-2, and then I still was on I just went back on the front foot again. I just couldn't score that game, so the match ended as 2-2. So far I haven't won yet, but I'm on 1 point, and I only need 8 more points to be promoted and not staying in Division 5. So tune in next week for more of Journey to Division 1. Peace.
According to the script here, they just picked their moment to get forward after a lot of defending.
Yeah, and they can thank the defenders for that, but when they didn't get the ball, they moved it forward really quick.